Hi guys, welcome to Mike's Shed. It's a bit of a late one. Better keep my voice down, not waking the neighbours up. Just thought I'd nip out and have a quick chat about a few movies and a TV show I wanted to recommend. All back in the day. Well, one of them's back in the day. Two of them are back in the day. Three of them are back in the day. This one's back in the day as well. It's just more recent than the others. And it's a Tarantino movie. I'm a big Tarantino fan. I love all his movies. I don't think he's made a film I don't like. When I first met Michelle, my wife, our first date was Reservoir Dogs, or second date, can't remember now. Yeah, second date was Reservoir Dogs, and after that was Pulp Fiction. So we've always been to see Tarantino movies. They are good movies, really. And what you're not seeing anything totally new actually with Tarantino movies. You're seeing a lot of regurgitation of old films, but he gives them to us so well. He wants to share with us what he's seen, what's impacted him. I think, in my personal opinion, what's impacted him, in his life, and what films have stuck with him. But this particular film is a really good, if you like your road movies, for me this is just brilliant. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh God, I've seen this before, and back in the day when I used to see, The Car and stuff like that, growing up. But I can see what he's done. I know why he's done it. And, this film I've watched personally, probably watched this about 30, 40 times. I've even let my kids watch it. The kids love it. And it's a really, really good movie. It's a slow burner, as most Tarantino films are, and that's Death Proof. It is absolutely solid. It is my favourite Tarantino. And I love every single Tarantino film he's made. Like I said, Jury's Out and Hateful Eight, but again, I enjoyed it. I just need to watch it again and again. Tarantino movies, you have to see the intricate detail, little things you'll pick up all the way through it. There's a lot of references. I'm not too arsed about, but yeah, I do enjoy Tarantino movies. But Death Proof is my favourite of all time. Yeah, definitely worth a watch. And with that said, with the same actor, Kurt Russell's in this film. Another favourite movie of mine is a John Carpenter movie. And I saw this when it came, not long after it came out, probably 81, 82. I remember it being on the top shelf of the video shop with a really cool hand-drawn cover on Embassy Video, and thinking, it'd be a load of shit. When you get covers drawn like, a guy with a machine gun, an eye patch and whatever, it's going to be like Barbarians of the Year 9000 or something. It wasn't. It was an absolute fucking trendsetter, classic escape movie, and that is Escape from New York. And this film absolutely had me at the fucking edge of my seat, watching it all the way through. It is such a ace movie. Such an ace movie to this day. No special effects. Special effects, no CGI. Obviously, it was 1980, there wasn't any. But special effects were just immense. The opening scene, everything, the buildings, the landscapes, the acting, the scary bastard actor in it with his hair all brushed back. I can't remember the guy's name. Now he's in Assault on Precinct 13. Such a brilliant actor. Again, absolutely ace, and so underrated. I don't remember that being in the cinema. I remember Assault on Precinct 13 cinema adverts, nothing for Escape from New York, but this film is the business. Kurt Russell, Isaac Hayes, Harry Dean Stanton, Ernest Borgnine. It's got an all-star cast. Really good film. Really exciting movie. And I hope, if anyone younger watching it can pick it up and actually have the patience to actually look beyond the obvious, differences in cinema making, in filmmaking now, because you'll obviously realise that filmmaking is 20 times better. So that's Escape from New York. I'm not a massive fan of some of John Carpenter's latest stuff, like Vampires, is it Ghosts of Mars? But prior to that, he's done some really good stuff. Oh, and the worst one is Escape from LA. The fucking sequel to that. But when you watch him now, at the time, like, what's this shit? It's not a patch in the original. When you watch now, they're good fun. They're still good movies. They're just not as good as when he made these ones, like The Thing. The Thing is such a good movie. I don't know why I didn't bring that out actually. But The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, is brilliant. So that's 2 movies there. I've got another movie, and this film is massive to me. It's so emotional. It sounds really weird, I know, but it's actually quite an emotional movie because it's a Michael Mann film, and he tends to make emotional movies. Whether he knows it or not, I don't know, but I know it. I know he makes good films. And it's Brian Cox, I think is it Peter Williamson or William Peterson? I always get his name back to front, and the writing's too small to say, but William Peterson, yeah, sorry. You'll know him from like CSI and stuff like that if you've not seen any other films with him in. I've only seen a couple of movies with him in, actually. What a film this is, and that is Manhunter. It is... I remember walking home from school and the posters to this film, Blood Simple and To Live and To Die in LA in the video shop, and all 3 films were meant to be absolute blockbusters, but not cinematically in the UK. There were like a lot of films at the time going straight to video, and these were the underrated 3 films of the time. It was weird. There was Blood Simple, To Live and To Die in LA, and they might have been on like the Corner House or something like that, smaller cinemas, and Manhunter. And this, to me, was the pioneer of the psychological thriller. To me. Because I'd never seen anything like it. And it looked a big film. And I'm sure, I don't think it wasn't done on your usual like Hollywood budgets. It was just a big film. It's all set in Atlanta, which again, you know, it was either New York or LA movies back then, wasn't it? And to film it in Atlanta, it was just like really weird. I wouldn't have known Atlanta from LA back in that age, but when you watch it now, I didn't see this till I was probably about in my early 20s. And I remember I stumbled across it on like, it's like a Brian, what was the other guy, Cox, the director, the Scottish or English guy, I can't remember. Anyway, there was a movie night on, and it was on that, and I caught a glimpse of it, and that was it. I was pinned like, how have I missed this? Why didn't I watch this film 5-10 years before, you know? But yeah, I was in my early 20s and I saw this, and Manhunter is absolutely the best psychological thriller apart from Silence of the Lambs. In fact, this is better than Silence of the Lambs. And if you can look past the 80s suits and the fucking... The Weeknd could have done the soundtrack to it. It is the soundtrack to it. It is brilliant. So if you want something 80s and you want to be like shot, it's a gritty film. It's a gritty film. Psychologically, it's a gritty film. So, you know, it's kind of weird. Some people probably look at it like it's too weird for me, but it is really good. And that's Manhunter. That Silence of the Lambs is like the follow-on to this, or the prequel. It's just the follow-on, but a really, really good film. Could be my favourite film. Brilliant. So that's Manhunter. I actually remember working at Manchester Free Press, and I worked like 4 o'clock in the morning working on a gravestone book on gravestones, 400-pager. Not on an Apple Mac, like literally had all the pages planned out. It's hard to explain, and you stick down the images, the scans of the gravestones, if you like negatives, to go to plate to get printed, and turn it up in the morning. I worked till 4 o'clock, went home, and I had a couple of Southern Comforts, and I whacked Manhunter on because my head was still in gear. I needed to unwind, and I watched Manhunter, and the music was so mellow and chilled, and I was just laid back watching Manhunter like, fucking hell, this film's good. And then I went in work the next day, and the job had fucked up. Yeah, I'd stuck an image in upside down, but no one checked it, and the boss went up to the printer and threw the book in front of the printer and went, "Did you not see that fucking gravestone, image of a gravestone upside down?" The printer turned around and went, "I thought it was vandals." What can you do? What can you do? But yeah, Manhunter, brilliant film.